Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of 3 between the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs and the Gwinnett Stripers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Luis Gohara, the Brazilian-born pitcher, is on the mound to start here. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Sid Alfonso, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Here comes the first pitch. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss it. You can't allow yourself to get deep in the count and have to deal with off-speed stuff exploding out of the zone. You get 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, what I like to refer to as count leverage. You have to find a way to move traffic with the heat.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
Standing in now, Carlos Pulido, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Pulido is currently the 3rd leading vote getter in all-star balloting at shortstop. He's had a good campaign so far, but the competition at that position is very strong.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Now the 0-2 pitch, and he struck him out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their run.
So digging in now, Derek Tovar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the high. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Yeah, that's what
So
I'm
a
talking
2-run
about.
shot to left center. Home run number 5 on the year as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah, he had the right idea trying to bust him inside, but that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a 2-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
In now, Danny Ortiz, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Foul tip held on to behind the plate. It's strike 2.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Here's the 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Striding into the box, Ryan Flaherty. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hey, Devin.
Welcome to the stream.
Where the heck is Gwinnett?
I think this
Ready
is a
with the
team
first pitch. Here it
out
comes.
in
Line
Oakland.
towards center field.
I gotta look up the area.
Gets
See if
down,
you can look it
and
up
the
for
inning
me.
continues.
I don't know
So
where
he
this is
picks
at,
on the first
but
pitch
I'm
here
gonna
and is
find
able
out.
to extend the inning.
I think if you got a smartphone, you can Google it.
Digging
I'm gonna
in,
find out where
Pedro
they play.
Florimon. First at bat for him in this
I
one,
think
and
it
he's
might
got that
be-
average up over the 300 mark
I
for
gotta
the year.
check it out. It says Oak Street, so I'm thinking this is in L.A.
Ready
This is
to
Oakland.
deliver. Here's the
'Cause name
first
of the
pitch.
park is Oak Street
Swung on
Park.
and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
So, it says Oak Street Park, but
Hit the other way out toward right
there we
field.
go.
Spanos on the move.
Bam.
And that's the third out.
It says Oak Street Park.
But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. Suey. The Iron Pigs lead it 2-0. David Ramiro gets the call for game one of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it two good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Stepping up now, Mark Valdez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Georgia.
For the Stripers, third baseman, Mark Valdez.
I looted IUP.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, you
First
looked it up
delivery
because
to
I
him
was
on the
looking it up
way.
right now. You know,
Swing and a
I'm
miss
curious
just
like
out
you
in
are. I
front
don't
of
know
that
what that's at.
fastball. Yeah, you should take a look at
Okay,
our
Atlanta,
visiting club
Georgia.
as they enter play here
Okay.
this evening. They've got to be considered the
Okay.
hottest team in
So this
baseball
is the
right now as they
semi-pro
come
team
in
to the
winners of
Falcons.
9 of their last
I'm
10
sorry,
ball
not
games.
the Falcons.
Yeah,
the
Matty,
Atlanta
Dan,
Braves.
this team is playing well. They're getting
This
closer
team
in the
right
division
here
race.
is
I
the
guess my
semi-pro
question to
team
you,
to the
I want
Atlanta
to ask you,
Braves.
did you find that
This
you
is
started
their
to really
semi-pro
pitch
team.
better as the summer months started to get
The
hotter?
Lehigh
No doubt
Valley
about it. Not only
Iron
does the
Pigs.
team
This is
start
the
feeling better,
semi-pro
but I think you
team
get a good
of
vibe
the
starting to roll
Philadelphia
throughout the
Phillies.
clubhouse. You realize that
And then
the
also
schedule
there's
is
another team
starting to wind
that's a
itself
semi-pro
down.
team of the
Every
Phillies.
game is more
That is the
important. The
Reading
bigger the game,
Fighting
hopefully
Field.
the better you play. And this
But
team's been
Lehigh
playing
Valley
some really
Iron
good
Pigs,
baseball
this is the
lately.
semi-pro Philly team. So the Phillies, who don't make the cut for the Philly
Fastball
team,
swung on and
they
missed for the
play on
first
the
out.
Iron Pigs. So this is semi-pro baseball.
For the moment now, let's have a look at the home
One
team
level,
starting
this-
lineup.
this is
Mark
the G
DeRosa,
League.
what's the key to them starting out
Major League
1-0
Baseball,
here at
like the
home?
NBA got a,
Yeah, Matty, you take
G
a look
League
up and down
for
this
players
lineup.
who are not good enough
One
to
thing
play
jumps
in the
out, a
pros.
lot of guys with some
They can
quality
play on
batting
the,
average.
minor
They
level.
find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average, and that usually bodes well.
So this
As
is the G
season
League
gets
for
long,
baseball.
if you
I
can
like it a
keep
lot,
your
though.
approach usually leads to
A lot
winning
of these
games.
teams, you can look them up. They're national.
At
A lot
plate,
of the teams
Pete
you've seen me
James.
stream, they're national teams. They're semi-pro though, but they're national.
Ready, here's the
They
first
got
offering.
stadiums and everything. They're national.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Ortiz is in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Ron Smith, I don't think they. I mean, you can make up teams, but it's better to play with teams that are
Digging
heard
in
of.
now, Brian
You know,
Mascara. And there's a look at
better
his
to play
home
with
and
teams
road
that's
splits
known
so far this year.
Versus making your own custom team. Even when I do college basketball, I always go with teams that are known. College teams.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Lehigh Valley's out in front 2-0. Coming to the plate now, Doug McGee.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Spanos moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Stepping in, Rob Vickers. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That was swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making
I
some
bet
really
you are
good
excited
adjustments.
for the Phillies golf season, huh?
Oh yeah, you know
To the
I am.
box, David Ramiro.
And I'm gonna have that game as early as I can get it.
0-1 the count.
I'm very excited about it. You know it. April 1st, a regular season, but I'm going to start my regular season on March 27th when the game comes out. I'm going to get the game when it comes out on March 27th this month. The show 19. I'm going to have the new Philly roster.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and coaches and found a way to regroup, because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
You know, March 26th, the show 19 come out. Everybody talking about Bryce Harper already. He's on the cover.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway
So it's
center.
going to be nice. Pro baseball, it's going to be nice,
there,
man.
and he'll make the
Everybody
catch to
talking about
retire
that
the
game.
side.
The show 19. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I can't wait till that game come out.
Leading off the inning, Walter Chen.
162
They'll look to
games
get
in
something
baseball.
going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the
I gotta see
early
if I can get
stages
the
of this one. They're only
162.
down by a couple of runs.
most I
But
did
it's
was
really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a
108.
big inning started.
I think I did 180
First offering on its way.
Phillies.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
That's the most I think I did. 108, but it was still fun. It was still fun.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he got him.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. You want to talk about shutting a running game down? The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but 2-step lead off first base today.
Standing in, Ken Pagan. First pitch coming. Here it is. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Pagan has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool, Matty, I know nothing about. I used to get to first base, hand my batting gloves to the first base coach, give daps to the first baseman, and be like, yo, what's up? This guy gets on first base, and he's thinking about second and third.
The 0-2 home. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Stepping in now, Johnny Bump. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The 1-0 home. There's a heater in there for a strike. And a fastball just a bit up. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
The 3-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Popped him up. Vickers has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Iron Pigs lead this one 2-0. Striding in once again, Sid Alfonso. He singled his last time up.
Sid Alfonso.
First pitch on its way. There's a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Lifted in the air to center. Pagan is over. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Pulido. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. In there, a base hit.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Standing in now, Derek Tovar. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Set to deliver the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, center fielder.
Into the box now, Danny Ortiz. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First offering on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And a scaling attempt at the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year as they move on top 4-0.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in.
Now batting,
In now, Ryan Flaherty.
Ryan Flaherty.
As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Now this ball's hit deep to left field. James looks up, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Into the box now, Pedro Florimon. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Spanos is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Suey, the Iron Pigs lead it 5-0. So striding forward now, Chris Stewart, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. This one's down to third. Florimon loves it. And that's out number 1.
Batting 8, right fielder, Juan.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Juan Spanos. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the results that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
At the plate, Luis Gohara. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's the pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Digging in, Doug McGee. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
No balls and 1 strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, Rob Vickers. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Sometimes it's all about the stuff you have on a particular day. You take a look inside the numbers, 100% of his first pitches to batters have been for strikes, but the quality hasn't been there. He's going to have to make some changes to turn this one around.
And there's out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in now, David Ramiro. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Wind up and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close.
Stepping in, Mark Valdez. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
0-1 count. Here it comes. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Ortiz comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Pete James.
Stepping up to the plate, Pete James. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Now a swing and chopper foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Is a fastball that misses. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Now at the plate, Brian Mascara comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Polito is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. We played 4 full. Lehigh Valley's out in front, 5-0. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Sid Alfonso.
Sid Alfonso.
Here comes the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now, with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting, first baseman.
Settling in now, Derek Tovar. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch on its way. A late swing at a slider for a strike. Popped him up. Chen in foul ground. And the first baseman can't get there.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
In now, Danny Ortiz. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hit hard towards center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So with that, the top of the fifth is still alive.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Into the box, Ryan Flaherty, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
The next 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. Ortiz, the runner at first with 2 gone. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. Valdez is there, and the side is retired. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. On to the bottom of the fifth. The Iron Pigs lead this one 6-0. Leading off the inning, Walter Chen, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Into the box now, Ken Pagan, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0-for-1 for him here in this one. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Standing in, Johnny Bump. His last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. He's Ready, here's the first offering. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. 2 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Daniel Winkler gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Daniel
Pedro Florimon will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Here's the first pitch to him. Line hard, but this is a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Doug McGee, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Ready once again, Rob Vickers. First pitch of the at-bat. Runner goes for second. No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Now at the plate, Chris Stewart. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Pitch on the way. Here's a high pop-up. Florimon is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, right fielder.
Now batting, Juan Spanos. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Check swing grounder to the right side. Flaherty comes up with it. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
The batter.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Phil Fellows will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 16, Phil Fellows.
In there for strike one, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Swing and a little tapper that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Here comes another 0-2. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
The 0-2 once more. It is at the knees and called strike 3. Back here for International League Baseball on the show. We're off to the 7th inning now, but first let's have a look at our game summary to see how we got here. Esteban Valentine comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 26, Esteban Valentine.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, David Ramiro.
Pitcher, David Romero.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Chen trying to get there, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now another 0-2. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 2.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Sid Alfonso. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
First pitch on its way. Here's a strike. A high fastball is in there. Valentine, a native of Puerto Rico. He throws a four-seam fastball, a two-seamer, and a changeup. 2 out, nobody on. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Leading off the inning, Mark Valdez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. McGee is under it. He's got it 1 away.
The left fielder, number 2, Pete James.
Digging in once again, Pete James. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And it's fouled away. Here's another 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 home. Stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Stepping in now, Brian Mascara. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. Fouled off.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. ready with another 0-2. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Stepping into the box, Derek Tovar.
Leading off for the Iron Pigs, first baseman, Derek Tovar.
Now here's the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now batting, center fielder.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
In now, Danny Ortiz. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Pagan moves over. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, second.
Striding in, Ryan Flaherty. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Now the pitch. In there, strike 1.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So here's the cleanup hitter, Walter Chen. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Polito backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder.
So striding in, Ken Pagan. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
He's going to find out quickly. Guys are even more selective up here in AAA.
One out, nobody on. It's a swing and a high pop-up. Florimon has room in foul territory. 2 gone.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Into the box now, Johnny Bump. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more is taken. That's ball 1. The 1-2. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So he makes it through 8 with the perfecto still intact. 9th inning coming up. Suey, the Iron Pigs lead it 6-0. Into the box, Pedro Florimon. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now at the plate, Doug McGee. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Spanos ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple. The speed they always talk about with this guy was on full display there.
Yeah, when you've got elite speed like this guy does, Matt, you don't need any help from the fielders to give you more time. He's thinking extra bases as soon as the ball gets to the outfield, and that time he wanted 3.
Into the box, Rob Vickers, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Struck him out, and now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Standing in now, David Ramiro. Soft liner towards short. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
Into the box now, Sid Alfonso, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. Chen over to his left. And that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Lehigh Valley's out in front, 7-0. Now to the plate, Chris Stewart starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Pitch on the way. 0-1 the count. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Got him. So the magic number for a perfect game is now down to 2.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
In now, Juan Spanos. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. No hits to this point. Here's a high pop-up. Florimon is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Elliot Cornell will get to call the pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Elliot Cornell.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 1 home run and with just the lone RBI. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, when you're down a bunch of runs, you know the last thing they want to do is walk you. So right there, he picks on a good one to hit and plants it right over the wall.
Into the box, Mark Valdez. As he puts it on the ground to third. Florimon scoops it up onto first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
Wow, you could feel the electricity in the air when the ninth inning started. Everyone could feel how close to history we were, but he gives up a hit and loses the no-hit bid. Man, that hurts. He just has to shake it off now and enjoy this one-hitter just the same. Great effort either way.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. David Ramiro earns his team-leading 11th win as he allows only one hit in 9 full innings. Luis Gohara permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For Gwinnett, 1 run on just 1 hit. No errors. They left no runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
The first-year player draft is only a day away. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Aaron Nola earned the win, his 4th this season, as the Phillies disposed of the Cubs 4-1. The Rays allowed only 5 hits as a staff, as they took down the Nationals in Washington 3-1. The New York Mets put together 10 total hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 5-2. The Miami Marlins knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 3-2. The Braves stopped their 6-game losing streak as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 4-2. The Rockies totaled 13 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-4. Ivan Nova collected his 8th win overall, leading the Pirates past the Dodgers 2-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Giants held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 2-0. The Yankees combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 6-4. The Boston Red Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Tigers 6-4. Trevor Bauer struck out 10 batters and earned the W as the Indians claimed the victory against the Brewers 5-1. Yolmer Sanchez was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs, helping the White Sox dispose of the Twins 4-1. The Angels pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 1-0. The Oakland Athletics put up 16 hits on the day as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 8-6. The Mariners allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 3-1. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.